welcome to my channel. If today is your first time here, I'm Mavis, a mother of two, and I live in Belgium. And you are so much welcome to this channel, my darling. Please, if you enjoy watching this video or if you enjoy watching my videos, please don't forget to like, comment, and very important, please subscribe and help me to build or grow this channel. Oh yes, please, it's very important. Thank you. And those that have already subscribed, big thank you to you all. I really appreciate it. I did a Q&A on my Instagram, on my Facebook, and also on my WhatsApp, and I got some questions. Questions like, how did you save for your house? And I got also a question like, how much did you pay for your house? Like a down payment. I'm like, oh, some people can ask question. Oh, this is supposed to be private, but anyway, I chose to be on YouTube and I asked for like any question, and that was what the person wanted to know. So I asked for it. And someone also asked, have you cheated on your husband before by chats or by like sexually? But I won't go there. I won't go to those questions. I want to concentrate on the financial aspect that people ask. Then maybe some other time when I get more questions, I'll go into the other questions. Yeah. Someone also asked, is it easy to buy a house in Belgium, or is it difficult or complicated to buy a house in Belgium? Because they were asking about the house and what you paid and how you save and this and that. That made me plan to do this video on its own. Yeah. So let's start this video. I am someone that have always loved to live in a house. And I also didn't want a situation whereby we will be paying over 1,000 euros mortgage monthly. And that was the reason that pushed us, or that encouraged us to set a goal or a target for ourselves. So we set a target of raising 70,000 euros in a period of 2 years. And during that time, we had only 2 streams of income. That was my income and that of my husband. It really seems impossible, but we set that goal anyway to give it a try. So we started by using my income monthly. And saving my husband income monthly. So we were using 50% of our income and saving 50% of our income, and that was how we started with. So we did that for some months, for some few months, and then I started Juice Plus. Juice Plus, I like a lot of people know Juice Plus, like advertising about products, helping people to place orders, and then whatever you sell that month, they pay you on it. You get commission, and when you get promotion, they pay you bonuses. And a lot of people do look down on Juice Plus, but it really helped me financially. So Juice Plus became a third source of income in the family. So since we were used to or managing only my income and then saving my husband's income, Juice Plus became a second source of saving in the family. So we were saving my husband's income and the income I was earning from Juice Plus as well. Then later on, I stopped the job I was doing. I was into home nursing. Home nursing, like I will be going to people's house to take care of them, to give them medication, give them injection, help them to like bath their back or give them a shower or take care of their wounds. That was what I was doing. And I decided to stop that job and go into a different job. So I stopped that job and then I went into a night shift. And when I went into a night shift, the night shift, it was only 50%. That was half-time night shift. And you know, when you are into night shift as a nurse, you earn more. So you are not even supposed to work more days as someone who work in the daytime. So the half-time job, I was working like only 8 days in a month. And the income was almost, or let me say, close to my daytime job. Because yeah, in night you get like extra bonuses, so the income is a bit higher. And during that time I was also working with the agency, like, but it wasn't regular, like 3 times in a month. Later on I realized that if I can earn, like, working 8 days in a month and earn days, which means if I should double my days to 16 days, like a month, I will earn double of what I am earning as a nurse now. So I started to search for another job from another organization, as a half-time worker there too. So I was working half-time, and I searched for another half-time job somewhere else. So I ended up doubling my income, because I was earning from my half-time night shift and I was earning from my other half-time night shift. So maybe, as like example, if I was earning, let's say 1,500, my income doubled, so 3,000. Or let me say, if I was earning 1,600, my income doubled, 3,200 monthly. Even though before that we have saved a lot, like with the, like, my husband income apart, and then with the Juice Plus own, yeah, and then my income too. Sometimes I can manage only my income. During that time I was so spending carefully that I could manage only my income to even have a leftover of my income, then I'll add up. Yeah, that was it. So when I started the second nursing job, that was the peak of our saving. We started saving crazily. Not really crazily, but to me, yeah, it was crazily, because we were still managing only my income. Then we were saving my husband income, what I was earning from Juice Plus, and then my second job as a nurse. And my husband was doing full time, and then Juice Plus, I was doing well in Juice Plus, and my second job as a nurse is also like someone full-time job. Yeah, so we started saving a lot monthly, and that was the shoot in our savings. So in a period of 2 years we ended up saving more than our target, which is the 70,000. We ended up saving like over 80,000 euros in a period of 2 years. Maybe you will ask, how did you know you save more than that? Yeah, but I will come to it later on in the video. So please, if you want to know, keep watching. And during that saving period, what helped me was these points. I have these points that I have written here, which I am going to tackle every point. That really helped me. Maybe it can also be of help to you or anyone out there who want to give it a try. Have a target. Have a target. We set a target for ourselves, and that was the 70,000 euros. Have a deadline. We had a deadline of 2 years, raising that money in a period of 2 years. Yes. Set a plan. Before we started, I got a sheet of paper and I wrote the total amount of income that was coming into the family and how much we were giving out monthly. We have a fixed amount that we give out monthly every month, like something like house rents, electricity, TV, internet. Those bills are fixed. You have fixed bills you pay monthly. So I jotted all those fixed bills that we give out monthly down, and then I came to know the total amount of fixed bills that we give out monthly. And then after giving out those fixed amount bills, how much do we have left? And then I was able to know if we can depend on it or how we can manage it. Yeah. So that was the plan I set. And then the other plan we also set was also putting my husband income aside every single month. That was also our plan. Then the next, have a notebook for your finances. I had a book. Yes, I had a book that every month I was jotting the total amount of income that was coming into the family. I was jotting it down, what we gave out, and what we saved. I was doing it every single month. I did it for 2 years. That was what I was doing. I had a book, and I still have that book lying in this house, but I don't use it anymore. Then first set your savings aside before you start to spend that month. Like when I receive my income, my husband receive his income, we set my husband income aside. We set the Juice Plus income aside. We set my second income I was earning as a nurse aside, and we were only depending on one single income, which means we were saving more than 50% of our income monthly. If you can get me, yeah. Double your income or multiple your source of income. So I doubled my income by finding myself another half-time night shift to double my income. And also I also got myself involved into Juice Plus. So we were having 4 streams of income, 4 source of income coming into the family every single month. But we started with 2 and we ended up with 4. Then spend on your needs monthly. Stop, if possible, spending on your wants, or reduce spending on your wants. During that time, I was very careful with my spending. If I say careful in my language, I will say pepe. Omo close to me, Nina. Like all those close to me, they know that I was really pepe. Yeah, I was really pepe. Yeah. So during that time, I stopped buying unnecessary clothes. I stopped buying unnecessary shoes. My husband is someone that also really, if you know my husband, he like dressing. Oh, we cut all those buying unnecessary things. We cut everything. We ended a lot of it. We were only going for our needs, and we reduced a lot of spending on our wants. And one point is also, every little counts. Sometimes we can say, oh, it's only 50 euros, it's only 100 euros, it's only 200, it's only 10 euros, it's only 5 euros. And by the time you realize, you have really spent a lot. I remember I borrowed my friend just 5, like we were going somewhere and she needed 5 euros to do something. I gave her 5 euros. She was like, borrow me 5 euros, I'll give it back to you. And she forgot herself, one of my girlfriends. She forgot herself and she didn't give me the 5 euro. And I asked her, please, you asked for 5, you asked me to borrow you 5 euro and you haven't paid my 5 euro. She was like, hey Mavis, it's only 5 euro. Why are you too pepe? What is 5 euro? I'm like, yeah, 5 euro, borrow is supposed to to be paid. So that was how pepe I was. That was how careful I was. Like, even if you borrow 1 euro, me, I will take. What if you say borrow is borrow? If you say dash me, then I know I'm dashing you. Yeah, I was so careful during that time that every single little count is just an example where that of my friend own that I'm using as an example. I mean, don't live in a place whereby you pay a lot of rent. Before that, we were living in a place and we were paying a lot of rent, and we got the opportunity to move into a estate apartment. It was small, though it was small, but the rent was low, and we took that opportunity because that is also a point. I will advise you, that is also a way to really save. As a young couple, if you start your life, don't start it very big by living in a bigger place and giving, let's say, almost 50% of your income to rent, or maybe giving 40% of your income to rent, or giving 1/3 of your income to rent. If you do that, you will end up not saving much, because it's not only the rent, you also have other bills to pay, so you end up not saving much. So if you have a chance, or if you can start as a young couple by staying in a smaller place for like a period of time, or 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, to gather money to buy your own forever, I think that is best than starting life to live in a bigger place for the rest of your life and giving all your money to rent. Like, even if you buy your own place and you pay like over 1,000 euros mortgage a month, is your own. At the end of so many years, is your own. You can sell and get your money back in return. And one point is, stick to your plan. Don't be distracted. During this period, we were distracted. Yeah, we were distracted by going for a brand new car. Like my previous job, the company had a company car that you can use as your private car, and they were deducting like 108. It started with 118 euros a month, and later it jumped to 125 euros a month. But they were paying for the fuel, they were paying for the road tax, they were paying for the road insurance, and if you have any trouble with the car, they will be the one to fix it. And that was cheaper. It's cheaper than you using your own car. So when I stopped that job, the home nursing, when I stopped that job, we needed a car for ourselves, and we were contemplating, or let me say, we were thinking of going for a used car or a brand new car. And what made us go for a brand new car is, like, when you go for a used car, you may end up after some months or after some few years having problems with the car, and you will have to be visiting the garage all the time. And that was why we end up with a brand new car. And even with a brand new car, we did a down payment, and that wasn't part of our plan. It wasn't part of our target, and it also wasn't part of our budget, but it was needed anyway, but we didn't plan for it. Yeah, so don't be distracted. That could be one. It could be anything else, yeah, that can distract you, that you are saving for a house, but something can distract you that you end up using the money meant for the house for that thing. Okay, so how did I know that we were able to raise over 80,000 euros? When we went in for the brand new car, we did a down payment of 12,000 euros. And when we bought the house, if you can remember, I said in the beginning of the video that I didn't want a situation whereby I will be paying over 1,000 euros, like paying over 1,000 euro mortgage monthly. So we were supposed to pay around 28,000 for the mortgage, but we ended up paying 25,000 extra. So we paid 53,000 euros for the house. And how did I know that we saved over 80,000? Because the 12,000 for the new car, and then the 53,000 for the house, it was all in that period of in that 2 years, it was 65,000 euros. And after buying the house, what I have left in my account, in my savings, and what my husband have in his savings, it was over 15,000. And if we should calculate, that was how we knew we were able to save over 80,000 euros. Hope you get me. Yeah. So that was how we did it, and I hope this is going to be helpful to you. And even after the house, as I said, having extra income is always good. It's the best way of saving faster, and also the best way of saving for raining seasons. After the house, I noticed that I have a space that I can like store things. So like the money I got from Juice Plus, I invested part of it into selling pot, though it wasn't easy because I'll come back from a night shift, open boxes, fix the pots, make videos, put it on my social media. I will wake up and I will be having messages to reply, calls to call back and everything. It wasn't easy, but it was worth it because I ended up earning more than double of what I started with. And I also got into this online business after the house. So we ended up having 6 streams of income. And during that time, I was also busy building team, and I also earn well from that online business. But it doesn't exist more in the pot. I don't sell it more, but I did it for 5 months, and it was a very busy time. But that was also the peak of another saving for us. And later on, my husband started doing something for himself to get a better job to do. And I decided to quit one of my nursing job. But because we have saved for raining season, we have saved extra for raining season, we are still financially okay and financially stable. And now I feel that I have rested enough, and I think I'll be going back to a nursing second half-time night shift job very soon to start saving again. So yeah, that is it. That is it. One tip I'll give you: multiple streams of income. What can you do? Can you make hair? Can you fix nails? What can you do to raise extra source of income? And raising those side hustles, they are not meant to be spent. It's meant to be saved. If you can save and give yourself, let's say 1 year, 2 years, you gather that money, then you can gather a lot and it can be useful. But if you get like this man 200, you chop 300, you chop like hand to mouth thing, like it won't benefit you in any way. Yeah, but if you set like a deadline for yourself, like 2 years, I am doing hair and I'm gathering all my hair money. I am fixing nails, I am gathering it. I am doing it, by the time you know, you have really raised a huge sum of money, which you can start life with, or you can do something better with for yourself. And not forgetting, if you are a couple and you are saving money, there is always one partner that is good in handling money than the other one. If it's the man who is good, let the man handle it. If it's the woman who is good in handle money, let the woman handle it. Because if you are not good in handling money and you force yourself to handle it, you will end up messing things for you and your family, and also destroying what maybe your family have take a longer time to build. So that is my little advice, and that is what the little I can share. And please also don't forget to invest. In all this, we also invest into some things which I don't want to talk about here. Don't forget to also invest. Yeah, like when you save, you eat some, you invest some for the future. Thank you so much, and thank you, and I appreciate you all. Please subscribe, and see you on my next video. Thank you, and bye. Stay blessed, my dear one.